Reading, writing, eating or flying, no matter what you like to do, we've got something for you. We kick back with a good book as author Tristan Banks fills Declan in on his latest work. We take to the air with Life Flight as Charlotte chats with a nurse who works in the sky. And Sophie and Tiana go head-to-head in a pizza-making competition.
Hello, my name's Oliver and welcome to Juice TV. We're going all over the place today. We're going to be on the ground, in the air and stuffing our faces with pizza, which I'm really looking forward to. There's a lot to cover, but right now we should get to know me better.
He's 8 years old, loves to play Lego Dimensions on Xbox, and he's your Juice TV host for this episode. Please welcome Oliver!
My favourite thing to do is run around with my dog, and his name is Loki Asgard Barker. I named him after Loki from the Thor movies. My favourite movie is the Lego Batman movie. My proudest moment was getting to the cross-country finals at school. My favourite person to come to my birthday party would be Tom Hiddleston. I know him better as Loki from Thor. If he came to my party, I'd tell him my dog's full name, Loki Asgard Barker. Aww. My favourite song is Hair Up from Trolls because it's really cool. So that's a little bit about me and my life. Our first story is a story about somebody who writes stories.
Hey guys, this is Declan here today. Did you guys hear that thud noise behind me? It's books. We gotta go check this out, guys. Follow me. Let's go check. Books are missing. Looks like it's another case for Detective Declan. Can't find those books anywhere in the hospital. Hang on a minute. I'm just a little bit confused. Well, you're this boy from the book, are you?
Oh, actually, I'm Tristan Banks. This is just a clever disguise.
Did you know that your books randomly fell from the sky?
I know, it's a problem that I'm working on because it makes it so difficult to read them when they're falling from the sky.
Have you found out why it's happening?
I haven't. Have you?
No.
I thought you were a detective. I thought you were Detective Declan. I saw you do that. I was hiding around.
I am an investigator and I'm here to learn more about those books.
Well, here's the thing. They're about this dude called Tom Weekly, who's kind of me, but kind of not.
Liar.
And one of them's called My Life and Other Weaponized Muffins, and one of them's called My Life and Other Exploding Chickens. And I go around to schools and I brainstorm ideas with kids. So I'll say, hey, I've got this idea about this kid and, you know, Tom Weekly, and he's having a fight with his sister. And I'll say, what kind of fights do you have with your brothers and sisters? And then we'll brainstorm it, and sometimes those ideas end up in the book. So they're kind of about stuff that happened to me when I was a kid, but then I kind of exaggerate the stories.
It's like you lost your tooth
Yeah, and there's a story, there's a story here where Tom Weekly's a bit poor and he's trying to make some money, and so he gets his best friend Jack to rip a few of his teeth out so they can get the money from the tooth fairy.
What is your favourite genre to write?
Well, I kind of seem to write weird, funny, gross sort of stuff, and then I also write kind of crime, mystery stuff, and I like moving between the two because it takes a long time to write a draft of this, but then after a little while, after I've been working on that, it's kind of nice to write something short and funny that comes out
So
quickly.
it's like comedy, action, drama, and detectives.
Yes, all of the above.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one's your favourite book?
That is a good question. I think this is probably the funniest. I like to think it's the funniest book I've written because it's the most recent, and I like to think they're getting funnier rather than less funny. I'm going to ask you some questions, all right? Have you ever been trapped inside a runaway car?
No.
Tom Weekly has. Have you broken a world record?
Close.
Really? Okay. Is there someone in your class who will stop at nothing to kiss you?
No.
There no girls in love with you?
No.
Really? I bet there is. You just
Sadly.
Who's Sally? Sally's
I
in love
said
with him.
sadly.
Oh, sadly. Sadly's in love with him. Have you ever tricked your dog into doing your homework?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's impossible to do.
Well, Tom Weekly gives it a shot. Have you sold headlights for fun and profit?
No.
Really? Because kids can get a day off school if they had knits. So if you got knits, you could sell some of your knits to the other kids and then they could have a day off. You'd make a fortune. Anyway.
Oh yeah, actually
Keep
I've
it in
done that
mind.
before.
Has your mum ever used raspberry and white chocolate muffins as weapons of minor destruction?
No.
Okay. All of these things have happened in this book. There you go.
Where does your inspiration come from writing the books?
I have so much stuff going on in my brain. It's like ideas kind of seep out of my ears if I don't get them on the page. So I sort of need to get the ideas down. I can't not write, you know? Do you have a busy brain? You must, because you're kind of, you know, you seem to have heaps of ideas popping out of you, do you? I think you do, because you seem
A little
but
bit.
maybe you're a performer. You seem to be a natural performer.
Yes, I'm
whereas-
really good at singing that to like a performance.
Are you really? Yeah, well, that's how your creativity comes out, whereas mine
Yeah.
comes out in words on the page, and so it just makes me feel better to get the ideas down and sort of download them out of my brain.
Yes.
So, and then I look at my own life, and then I make things up, and I kind of wrap them together, and that's where the books come from.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Do you have any tips for the young authors in the world?
Well, young authors, I reckon try to write every day, read the best books you can, get outside to write because it's less painful when you're writing outside. And I don't know, trust yourself too. Don't be too. Have you ever written a story?
Yes.
You know when you write a story and you read it back and it stinks?
Yes.
Yes. Well, all stories stink the first time you write them. It's just when you rewrite them like 5 or 6 or 7 times and then they don't stink anymore. So you've got to stick with them even when they're not that good. You keep working on them and eventually they come good.
Yes.
They're my tips.
Awesome. Thanks, Tristan. I think there's only one thing to do.
What is that?
To make another book.
All right. What are we going to write the book about?
That Tom
Tom, okay.
has had an encounter with a big, angry bull.
Encounter with big angry bull. Does he go on holidays in Spain, maybe?
He
When
goes
does-
on holidays for Spain for a month.
Yeah.
He
Spain.
breaks his arm on the last day.
Okay, Spain, and maybe he does the running of the bulls. Do you think, you know, when they kind of run through the streets
Oh,
and all
yeah.
the bulls chase them?
Yeah.
And you think he breaks his arm?
Yeah.
Okay, because I think they put slippery stuff down on the stone, so maybe he could be coming around the corner and be like,
Yeah,
and then
it's
they,
like-
yeah? Okay,
The bull saw the color red. They just ran at him.
yeah.
Tell you now, it's going to be 158 kilos.
Okay, 150. See, details are good in a story. You need details like that.
The horns are going to be 8 meters long.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay.
That's 1 page.
Yeah. And at this stage, when you're brainstorming, you put down everything, and then later on you can go back
But I
and
know the
pick
best
through the
name.
stuff.
Cookie Monster.
Can you do the cover?
Sure, I'll love it. Seems like this bull's going with some boots. This is okay, the name title is My Life and a big bunch of one big bull. It's work in progress of the title page. There you go.
There we go. It's a story about Tom Weekly who goes to Spain. He's doing the running of the bulls and he slips over on a corner and a bull tramples him. He breaks his arm and is
He
that
had
it?
to go to the hospital and get Sophie.
Yeah, and the bull's name is?
His name is Cookie Monster.
Yeah, normal name.
Dun,
for a
dun,
bull.
dun. Thanks, Tristan, for helping me make a new book with you.
No
It's been
worries.
really fun. My name's Declan. Bye. Peace.
Thanks, guys. I'll have to put that one in my to-read list. Another book I want to read is Geronimo Stilton. It's about a mouse that writes newspapers and goes on adventures. Our next story is a person who works way up high in the sky. That's definitely not a job for me because I hate heights.
Hey guys, it's Charlotte and I love to dance. That might look simple, but like most things, it's a lot harder to do when you're thousands of feet up in the air. Yep, it's definitely so much harder to do it from up here. Now, imagine having to do a really important job while you're flying through the air that could save people's lives.
That's exactly what Emily does. She flies through the air and helps a ton of people. So, she's a superhero? So, Emily, how'd you get your superhero powers?
I don't have any superhero powers.
You said that you could fly through the air and save people's lives.
I do fly through the air and I do help save people's lives.
How?
I'm a life flight helicopter nurse.
What's that?
So basically I just go up in the helicopter. You sometimes hear it land on the roof.
A lot of the time.
Yeah. And we go out, we'll go into the country and we'll pick up kids, people who need to come here.
Is it a pretty hard job to do sometimes?
Sometimes it is, yeah, sometimes it can be really tough, but it can also be really rewarding.
That sounds really impressive, Emily, but what's your role in the helicopter? What do you do?
So I'm the nurse on the helicopter and I work out of the Brisbane base. So it's out of the international airport out there.
Yeah.
And basically what we do is we'll get a call from one of the doctors to say somebody's pretty sick and that they need us. So we get all of our bags, we take our blood, we take our medications and we put them all on the helicopter. So then what we do is we land the helicopter and we just treat the patient like they would if they're in a normal emergency department. We treat them and bring them back to either Lady Salento or one of the other hospitals.
Cool, that sounds hard.
Yeah, but we've got a really good team. So in the helicopter, there's 2 pilots that sit at the front, and then there's a doctor and myself that sit at the back. So we all work together and work as a really good, nice team. We help each other out.
It's like you all have something that the other one doesn't.
Exactly, it's a perfect team.
Right.
Yeah.
You're all like a puzzle piece and you just click.
Exactly, and that's why we work so well.
How long have you been wanting to be a nurse and why?
So I've been a nurse for 10 years now, so quite a long time. And I always wanted to do something where I could help people. I worked in emergency departments a lot, and I also worked in the outback. So I was an outback nurse for 6 months. But 2 years ago, I started working on the helicopters. It's quite a different, very different to normal nursing, but it's really interesting.
It sounds like a lot of fun at the same time.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Except that there's someone out there that needs a lot of help. I've been in hospital for about 2 weeks now, and I've heard the helicopter land on the roof many times. And I was wondering if there was anything you'd like the patients to know about your job.
I think that they should know that we're there for everybody. Like, we're there for children, we're there for adults, and it's a really safe service, and we don't want them to feel uncomfortable if they ever need to use us. So when they're there, there's always going to be 2 pilots, there's always going to be a nurse, and there's always going to be a doctor. And our sole occupation is to try and look after them. So
Sounds like you really like this job.
yeah, it's a pretty special job.
Well, Emily, on behalf of everyone that has used LifeFlight and people that might use it in the future, I'd like to say a really big thank you for doing that. And I'd like to give an even bigger thank you, not actually, I'd like to give a really big thank you for joining us on Youth TV and coming to the hospital.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate this interview.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
encourage you to be a part of Juice TV. We're always on the lookout for hosts, interviewers, behind-the-scenes helpers, and mini-producers. You can be any age, you don't have to have any experience. How much easier could it be? To find out the next time we're filming at the hospital, just head to our website, juicedtv.com.au, or our Facebook page. For loads of fun to break up your stay in hospital, join the Juice crew. Send us an email at hello@juicetv.com.au or speak to any of the volunteers wearing green shirts throughout the hospital and let them know you want to be involved in the one and only Juice TV.
Now's the moment I've been waiting for, and so has my stomach.
Feed me.
It's the ultimate pizza making competition.
Hey, my name's Sophie.
Hey, I'm Tiana.
We're outside the hospital today for some fun.
We're at Popolo's Pizza in Southbank and we're here for a pizza making competition. Today we're here with Paul from Popolo Pizza. He's going to be the judge today. So Paul, what makes you the man for the job?
Pizza's my favourite food. I have done a lot of stuff around Italy, pretty much, yeah. Lived on pizza for the whole time I was in Italy.
What is your favourite pizza and what would you recommend?
So my favourite pizza at the moment is a 4 cheese. So it's blue cheese, mozzarella, parmesan and stracchino. And we put on some candied walnuts at the end.
Tiana and I are competing in a pizza making competition, but we're not alone. Each of us have a Popolo staff member to help us. This is Cassie. So, what do you think makes a good pizza?
Definitely the dough. You need to have a good dough.
Do you have a favourite type of pizza?
I definitely like a good margarita pizza with some fresh buffalo mozzarella.
Mine's Hawaiian, but okay, cool.
Mitchell's on my team today, and how are we going to take out this competition?
Well, the trick is with a good pizza not to put too much topping on it, because when it's cooking in the oven, then it goes a little bit soggy. So I think we get the perfect right amount of topping, and then we make a nice crispy pizza, and hopefully we beat these guys.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have a shot. Today we're working with flour, sauce, fior di latte, cheese,
fresh tomatoes, calabrese, and mushrooms. And basil.
Okay, so first step is to flour the dough. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Gary's stretching out the dough.
I'm stretching out the dough. It's not too hard, but I seem to be poking a lot of holes in it. So I think I'm failing at this.
The base is ready, now we have to put toppings on, but I don't know what to put on first, so what should we put on first?
First we're going to start with the sauce, but not too much because it'll make it a bit too runny and it might go all the way through the pizza.
What would you like to put on your pizza? Cheese, but not a lot of cheese because I don't like cheese that much, but it's fine on pizza. And then mushroom and
Calabrese?
Calabrese.
I'm kind of thinking sauce, then salami, mushrooms, basil, then cheese. I don't know if that will work, but it should.
No anymore?
No.
All right, you're the boss.
The pizzas are ready for the oven. How long do they take?
About 4 to 5 minutes.
Whoa, that's actually really quick. How hot is the oven?
It's roughly about 350 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
Give me that thing.
got 4 minutes to chill.
Yep. What's your favourite thing to do in your spare time?
Play computer games. How about you?
Listen to music.
Nice. What sort of music?
Is Troy Svan, do you know who he is?
Never heard of him.
I mean, okay, well, he's great. You should listen to his music because it will change your life forever in a good way.
I will definitely look into it.
What video games are you into?
Any?
What one are you playing right now?
This game called Assassin. It's not Assassin's Creed, but it's like...
Yeah, because I was going to say, oh, I know that, because I thought it was Assassin's Creed, but no.
Yeah, it's just Assassin.
It looks all right. Looks like a winning pizza to me.
Here he comes.
Oh no. Hide me.
Hey.
Hi.
Here's our pizzas, ready to be judged.
Awesome. Let me see. They're both pretty good, so if you want a job, you can both start next week.
All right, the only thing now left to do is enjoy.
Thanks to Popolo's Pizza South Bank for having us. I'm Sophie.
I'm Tiana.
Bye.
Bye.
Those pizzas look good, but if I made it, it would be cheese, cheese, cheese. That brings us to the end of the show, so there's only one more thing to do. This is Oliver saying goodbye. There's a lot to cover, but
We're here for...
I said...
That's okay.
Yes.
Publicist.
And off you go.
Oh my gosh.
if I had anybody come to my birthday party, it'll be Tom.
Hey, my name's Sophie.
Hey, my name's Tiana.
We're outside the hospital today for some fun.
Here we're at... God!
This is really creepy.
If I had anybody come to my birthday.
We each... Oh, wait, no. We're not alone, right? Not alone.
We're not alone. However you want to say it, though. If you want to
First step is to flour the dough.
Well, I'm here Detective Declan, and I'm here to figure out.
And go for it.
All right, the only thing left...
Now. Really? The pizzas are ready for the oven. How long do they take?
About 4 to 5 minutes.
That's pretty. Oh, that's what she was gonna say. Oh no! I took your line. You can't say it anymore. I took it. It's all right. Hey, look at that. Oh god.
Remember guys, it's so easy to be a part of Juice TV. Whether you want to be a host, help us out behind the scenes with filming, or decide what goes into each episode. Let us know you want to be involved by sending an email to hello@juicetv.com.au or speak to one of the friendly volunteers throughout the hospital in the green shirts. Also head to our website and Facebook page for all the updates about what we're filming at the hospital.